This is what we are. A lot of people in America don't know that all the cars that you see in here, all these businesses, the people from TJ come every day. There's people here that live in TJ. So actually there's no border for us. That emergency situation that our president has right now, it doesn't really exist. The importance of the border is that for us, there's no border. We can come and go as long as you're doing everything legal, everything good. You can do whatever you want here and there, and it's part of our lives. There's no difference between being here and there if you're born here. If you cross the border every day, if you take your kids to school either there or here, if you speak both languages, I mean, what we need to show the rest of the country is that there's no emergency situation. That the border is something you can say even imaginary. It's kind of like surreal because you just need a passport, you can go, you can walk back and forth. I mean, we're neighbors.
Hey guys, so we are in San Diego at the Caravan of Love to see about their operation. They collect donations and take them over the border to TJ to disperse to, I think, some of the folks who came up in the caravan who are currently like in some of the shelters and tent cities in Tijuana.
Our main mission is we work with the migrant community. We want them to have dignity, to be treated with respect. We don't want people to be dying out there. And we're not a partisan group, we're a faith-based group, not a religious group. And we say that love has no borders, and that love is an action, not just a word. There's several volunteers here that have been with us before, putting the water, day labor outreach, the caravans of love like today. So we continue with our efforts.
More important aspect, I think that we are providing hope for them. We try to provide them dignity. They are forced to migrate. They don't want to leave their country. They are forced to migrate because of the violent conditions in their homeland. So we have to provide them help, and that's what we are doing.
My name is Gerardo Mesa. I'm a binational artist. I live here in San Isidro. I was born in Chula Vista, California, but my family lives in TJ, so my whole education has been in both countries, which is pretty interesting because you get to know both cultures really good. And my passion is to paint. As you can see, I've been an artist for more than 20 years. My passion right now is working with kids. So I think that it's an opportunity that we have with our art to kind of like shape those minds and kind of like let those kids know that not everything is bad, that not everything is what you see on the news, that as long as you're expressing yourself and you're doing what you like, I mean, you can live a beautiful life, wherever you are at any border. People like, they were just like tagging the walls and everything. So I have a friend that lives here and he's actually the owner. He told me, you know what, I paint that wall and they tag it again. So what can we do so people start, and it's kids from here. So you know what, let's do a mural, let's invite the community. So that's what we did. It was in 2017. There's no tags, nothing. So we did the other two.
Yeah.
So, and it's something that the city of San Isidro noticed. That's what, then they did the banners on the light poles, and they pay for the murals because they saw the improvement, and there's no more tagging, there's no more graffiti on these walls. So we're trying to get more walls here in San Isidro Boulevard. San Isidro has two main boulevards, this one, and there's another on the other side of the freeway. On that one, we have outlets. Las Americas outlets, they're pretty famous. You have from Gucci to H&M to, I think they're gonna open at Walmart. So all the money's over there. This is kind of like the old San Isidro, and the businesses are closing. They're closing because of that, because everybody's on the other side of the boulevard, and we get a lot of people on the weekends. What the city is trying to do is trying to revitalize or re-beautify the boulevard. That's why they have the banners, the murals. TJ has people from all over the world living there. I mean, there's apartments there that cost like $200,000, and if you work in TJ, you cannot afford that. So that means that there's people from here living there. That prices are also going up. But all these people that you see here walking in San Isidro, they just cross the border or they're either going back. Most of the people that work in these businesses are from TJ. They're born here, but they live in there because with $12 an hour, you cannot pay rent here. Paying rent is like $1,200 for one bedroom, so, and it goes up from there. And that's not only here in San Isidro, it's all over San Diego.
At least on one side of the city kind of packs up and closes up because everyone goes back home to TJ.
Yes.
Like, how would you describe the identity of San
Isidro is
San Isidro.
the identity of a migrant. It actually doesn't have any identity. This artwork, it's new. So that's another mural that I did last year, I think. And this one is a clown. It's a clown and it has me flying because of all the money that flows over here. And it's kind of like everybody's running for the money, especially
it
here.
changes you.
Yeah, that's the border. Those buildings are actually TJ. These people are either going or coming back from TJ. This is the trolley station. This is Greyhound. So there's people here going to LA, to Arizona. And this is one of the border crossings. Like they dropped that lady. Those guys are going back. And this is 24/7. Every day, night. So if you walk that way, that's TJ. That's one of the entrances to TJ. There's the people.
So not having been to Mexico and not having actually physically walked over a border,
Yes.
like what is it like inside? Like what?
When you're going to Mexico, you just walk by. There's nothing stopping you. I mean, there's Mexican officers, but they ask only if they see that you're carrying a lot of suitcases or something.
So you can just literally walk in?
Into TJ, yes. When you come back is when they're gonna ask you for your passport. They're gonna ask you what was your business in TJ, what was your business in Mexico. But going into TJ, anybody can go. You actually don't need a passport. There's already 3 walls. So I mean, if the president wants to build another one, I mean, it's good because he's going to create jobs, but it has nothing to do with the migrants and Mexico, and I mean, that's what he's saying. But there's actually already 3 walls. It's a good idea to create jobs and have people doing something. It's like if you want to build, you have a fence and you want to do another one. I mean, if you want to spend the money, go ahead. The thing is that we need the money for other stuff, like the education here.
Undocumented migration right now is at a 40-year low, and the only difference is that you have these people coming in groups instead of being single men like they were at one time from Mexico, where my family's from. Now it's family units mainly from Central America, and they're actually trying to get in line, and they're being forced not to get in line. So the wall makes absolutely no difference to them. It's a really sad situation. So the 2 differences are the demographics of who's coming and the person that's sitting at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. His words of hate have caused a lot of hate, a lot of destruction, and it's unacceptable. If they're going to be pressing, we're going to rise up and take more actions.
But there's one fence. You see that brown thing going on? That's one, and then that at the bottom, those are kind of like that's concrete. That's another one, and it's really tall.
Oh wow.
And the third one is the one that we have here by the shopping mall. So there's always border patrol here. There's always cops. I mean, those are impossible to jump too. They're super tall. Just look at the cars and how tall they are.
Yeah.
It's like 3 or 4 cars. So if he's gonna build another one, it's probably gonna be here, maybe, because he cannot go further into TJ. Yeah, he wouldn't go further into TJ. I mean, he's gonna have to build it here. It's a way to provide jobs for us. I mean, you're gonna have people working here, more people crossing the border to build the wall every day with their lunch. When we were kids, we used to play here like soccer and everything, and there was no problem. These things didn't exist. There was only like one fence all the way back there, and every once in a while you could see people running.
Really?
When you see somebody running, they call them pollos, chickens. there's a pollo. Iba corriendo, like the sign. You know how the guy is running, pulling?
Yeah, pulling the kid.
And you used to see them on the freeway too when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You used to see people running, but not anymore. I mean, they cannot cross. Somebody told me, I don't know if it's true, but that they were from like World War II or something. On the other side of there's some of them on TJ, and those are the ones that we're painting too. But it's pretty old. That one's newer, like 20, 25 years ago, and there's another one that is actually from Ronald Reagan, and pretty soon another one from our President Trump.
Wow.
If somebody actually showed them what's really going on here, they would be like, okay, why am I gonna spend money on another wall, another fence? There's like there's border. I mean, hiring more border agents, I can see. You're creating jobs. I mean, it's for our community. I have a cousin that is a border patrol agent. And he was like me. He used to live in TJ, go to school here, and he didn't find a job. He applied, and he's now he's been a border patrol agent for like 4 years. I mean, it's jobs. I can see that because, there's gonna be a presence and everything. But another fence, it's another wall. It's surreal too, because this is 1, 2, and there's the third one over there. This port of entry is new. Was built like less than a year ago. That's why you don't see the flow of people like in the other one. The other one, you could see the people just walking by and passing by, and here there's less people. And also because the people that cross here, the trolley station is on the other side. So these people in here, you can see the officers, and it's like the airport. That people's coming from TJ, they're probably waiting for family members or something.
But this is empty.
No, the people.
No one's trying to come in.
The people are back there.
Oh, okay.
You can see them on the mirror. Look.
Okay.
They're waiting, and the officers call them. They show their permit and everything. This is for like the Sentry, and this is the I-94. That's for going in like 50 miles more going into the country. But look, they already showed their passport and everything. They're coming back over here. But there's the line in there. They're waiting. They're probably waiting for a couple of hours. Are you guys going into TJ? Yes. You're not scared? You're not afraid? No? There's no border crisis? No? Good. What are you guys gonna do over there? Nice. Good. Welcome. Thank you. So you see, that's every day. For people to know that the city has all this movement. There's people living peacefully. You have people from different races, from different countries, living together every day, and there's no fights. There's no violence here. I mean, something that is really weird when you see violence or when you hear the cops, the sirens at night. I mean, it's something that they have another idea because it's kind of like a border town, and we have always been pictured as like in the Wild West, being in the border and everything. But as you can see, it's really different. We have people from all over the world coming here and living here too. So that's the impression that people have, that this is filled with drugs, that there's no education here, that there's no culture. But the reality is different, and that's the legacy. That's what I want people to know, that this is a border town, it's my city, and it has a lot of potential too.
All right, well, thank you for taking the time to show us around your city, talk to us about I think that, this has been very moving experience, so I really appreciate you sharing that with us, and thank you for that.
Good and happy. You're welcome. You're welcome to come back anytime you want.
And I can't wait to see more art from you.
Yes.
Do you have any things coming up soon? I know you're going to be commissioned for some stuff. Or you're just
here I'm commissioned for a wall probably in the next couple of months. But on March 19, I have an exhibition in TJ about the migrants and all the migrant situation too.
Yay, we recorded some shit.